With San Francisco wrapping up day 2 of training camp, arguably the most impressive player, not just today, but so far, has been Isaiah Neyor. Today, for instance, the 6'2", 220-pound wide receiver caught on San Francisco's presumed starters in Jason Pinnock and Richie Grant 45 yards down the field. And this is nothing new to Neyor. So far during San Francisco's offseason, all he's done is made plays, so I expect the undrafted free agent probably to make the team, especially when you look at his measurements. Like I was mentioning, he comes in at 6'2", weighing 220 pounds, but maybe more impressively is his wingspan that's nearly 7 feet. Neyor's not just big body though, he has the athleticism you really desire out of a wide receiver. He ran his 40-yard dash in 4.4 seconds, his 10-yard split in 1.51 seconds, he had a 38 vert, and an 11-foot 1-inch broad jump. In other words, he's one of the most athletic wide receivers, not just for San Francisco, but across the entire National Football League. His 9.97 relative athleticism score, for instance, ranks 11th of 3,400 players ever tested. But maybe more importantly than any measurement Neyor has is what he's done so far for San Francisco. This entire offseason, all he's done is made plays, including today catching that 45-yard bomb. And for San Francisco heading into the season, he has a ton of opportunities, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see him eventually start for the team. And if he keeps making plays for San Francisco, I honestly could see that coming as soon as week 1. I mean, to start the season, you're without Demarcus Robinson as well as Brandon Ayuk, but right now, Ricky Pearsall's also injured as well as Jacob Cowing. That leaves the door wide open for a player like Neyor. So in this video, I want to go over why Isaiah Neyor will be the next late round or undrafted free agent player to develop into a true weapon for their offense in the similar way Jauan Jennings did. Initially starting out, when you turn on Neyor's film, the first thing that becomes obvious, I think, isn't necessarily his athleticism, but his ability to release from press man coverage. On this play, for example, I want to focus on how Neyor is able to beat this defensive back. First, you can see how he almost fakes inwards with this route, and then with this defensive back attempting to press him, he does a great job using his length to create separation. Neyor doesn't even stop there, giving him like another double move before finally shooting by him with those long strides George Kittle was talking about. Then with the ball in the air, Neyor does a fantastic job of identifying where it's going and then adjusting his body on the fly, which is extremely challenging, and somehow with his arms fully extended is able to bring this down. An amazing play by Neyor. And I get he wasn't the most refined player at the college level, but I don't think he received the best coaching, and when I see plays like this, I see a player who can be extremely successful at the NFL level, especially entering an offense like Kyle Shanahan and the coaching there and team there. When you're looking at players like Brandon Ayuk, for instance, he should be able to help out Neyor's development, as well as San Francisco's wide receiver coach and Leonard Hankerson. But now back to Neyor's film. On this play, I want to focus on how his release is completely different than last play. Rather than using a double move and then hand swiping this defensive back, you can clearly see him attacking this defensive back on the line to create this separation. This variability in his release packages makes Neyor less predictable coming off the line, and he should have more success at the NFL than some of his younger counterparts that don't have as refined release packages just yet. And it really only takes one solid release from Neyor to change the trajectory of a game. Here, for instance, you can see how this release allows him to create just enough separation for his athleticism to take over, and Purdy's one of the better quarterbacks in the league at actually identifying out-of-place defenders like this player here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Neyor maybe only have a handful of snaps during his rookie campaign, but a lot of those snaps go for big yards. This is especially the case considering all the weapons San Francisco has on the offensive side of the ball. You don't only have to consider Isaiah Neyor, you have to consider Christian McCaffrey's out there, George Kittle's out there, Brandon Ayuk's out there, and potentially Jennings as well. On top of that, Neyor has the versatility Kyle Shanahan loves out of a wide receiver. You can motion him, put him on a jet sweep, and he'll take that and run it all the way for a touchdown. In a similar way, you can go ahead and throw a simple screen to him, and he does an excellent job once he gets the ball in his hands because of his crazy athleticism. Maybe where most fans will be impressed by Neyor though is as a red zone target. Because of his crazy size and athleticism he offers, he can really go up in the end zone and snag it basically anywhere. And that's why he led his team with 5 receiving touchdowns last year. Here on this play, for instance, you can really see how he does an excellent job in the scrambling drill. He stays active, then finds a soft spot in this this defense, and finally, with the quarterback targeting him out of bounds, he does an excellent job of showing off his body control and ability to catch outside of his frame. Another aspect to Neyor's game I think is pretty underappreciated is how fearless he is over the middle. Here, for instance, with the quarterback throwing behind him, really throwing a hospital past him, he's unafraid, still goes up, makes the adjustment, and makes the catch in the end zone for the touchdown. Tied directly to this is his ability to go up and catch the ball in traffic. It seems like he's fearless here, and honestly, maybe just a little bit too comfortable, which we'll get to a little bit later. But first, I want to focus on Neyor's ability to set up a defensive back as the game goes along. As I was highlighting earlier, he showed during his time so far with San Francisco the ability to execute at all levels. And here, he uses that ability to really challenge this defensive back on a deep route with a double move. On this play, I want to focus on his ability to decelerate and the awareness he shows off as a wide receiver. Once he hits about the 10-yard mark, he quickly starts turning around like he's going to do either a comeback or curl, and as soon as he sees this defensive back bite on his route, he knows he's won this rep, and he shoots down the field in a hurry and gets a long touchdown. To me, these are skills that will be directly translatable to the NFL, especially given his skill set and athleticism. It's not like he's going to necessarily need to be more athletic at the NFL level. He's one of the most athletic players of all time that's played in the NFL, so he just needs to continue to develop. And honestly, that's a big reason why he wasn't drafted. But I think entering San Francisco, he will be receiving better coaching, and a lot of the things he struggles with can be coached out of him. One big thing he can do a better job at, for instance, is getting in and out of his breaks, which is mainly a footwork thing for him. I'd also like to see Neyor continue to develop his route tree and his technique in blocking, but overall, when I'm looking at Neyor, I think he has the potential to be one of the biggest steals of this entire draft class. I mean, he has more than prototypical measurements. He's 6'4", 220, as well as a 7-foot wingspan, and so far for San Francisco, he's been able to show the same things he showed during his college film: the ability to separate, eat up a ton of space, get behind defensive backs, and make some insane catches. Granted, we do need to still see him with pads on, but given what he's done so far for San Francisco, I'm honestly expecting more of the same, especially when you turn on his college film. And if Neyor is able to take advantage of all those opportunities ahead of him, even though he is an undrafted free agent, I wouldn't be surprised to see him start the season, because like I was mentioning, he does have like those first round measurables, and so far for San Francisco, it looks like he's putting those measurables all together finally. He talked about it last year, how he kinda was disappointed not being able to play the game he loved during his time with Texas, and if there's anything to motivate an extremely talented player, it's nearly not making it to the NFL. So for Neyor entering his rookie year, I'm expecting big things based off his training camp and off-season performance so far. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about Neyor now. Do you think he has the potential to start as a rookie like I do, especially early on with all those opportunities ahead of him, or do you think he won't make San Francisco's 53-man roster? It would also mean a ton to me if you did enjoy this video to go ahead and like and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.